Welcome to Silverbacks Valley. I'm your host, and my name is Ibrahim Sanya. We have an amazing guest today. But before that, a gentle reminder, press that subscribe button, join the community, meet founders and funders, changing sports, tech, and entertainment from Africa to the rest of the world. And never miss a thing. Enjoy.
The process started with, so we weren't the Cape Town Tigers to start. So Dio wanted to call us the Penguins. You remember? That was like, what? We'll be laughed out of the gym. There's no way we're the Penguins.
Like, the Penguins are cute.
Yeah. And then so we went from the Penguins to the Sharks, where they have a professional team, the Sharks already, so that wasn't going to happen. So then I started trying to think outside the box of, okay, what animals prehistorically were in this part of the world? And I started Googling, and saber-toothed tigers came. So then we became Cape Town saber-toothed tigers.
Sports is business, right? It's one of the largest global businesses that we have. And I think there's so many opportunities to, one, leverage our backgrounds, but also leverage our business model to look at creating streams of revenue, growth, and income in different ways. So you have, of course, the basketball side of it, but you also have the technology side of it, the engagement, the building the fan base. You have the merchandising or the fashion side of it, which is also a part of who we are. We're creating culture in a sense. So there's so many different business models within the business of basketball, and specifically related to Cape Town Tigers, I think really the opportunity is endless.
Imagine if a LeBron James or Giannis, imagine if they had ownership in some of these teams that are in Africa.
Yeah.
Like, imagine what that would do for
open.
Oh, come on, right? Like,
Yeah.
you have to find a way to make that connection and make that happen, right? Because if the players themselves are bought in to that, the way they are with what we're doing, the sky is the absolute limit.
Yes.
I have my responsibility to the NBA to grow the footprint of our business in Nigeria and increase the footprint of basketball. But I also see it as a duty to my country. I'll be very honest. I think it's a very interesting platform that you sort of kill two birds with one stone. You get the opportunity to work for an amazing organization like the NBA, and you get the opportunity to serve your country.
Yeah.
It's the way I say it. And when I say serve my country, I mean, we talked about the All-Star. That is kind of serving your country, an interesting opportunity, looking at how we can utilize our programs in Nigeria as a tool for nation building, you know? So if you really look at it, those are tools for nation building. It's like you're planning and you're building the next generation of leaders in the country. If you look at when the BAL started to where the BAL is now, you have several countries that want to build arenas because they want to attract us to ensure that we can play in their countries as well. So a big part of the responsibility of that, honestly, it's on us. And the fact that you have countries like Rwanda, countries like Saudi Arabia, really showing the way and showing like how you can utilize sports, I think it's only a matter of time that a lot of the governments within Africa as well will embrace sports as a tool for them, for nation building, as a tool for development, and as a tool for economic growth.
Obviously, there's a lot to be gained from positioning your country around sports.
Sport has historically on the African continent been under-indexed from an economic contribution perspective. I think many of us are familiar with the pivotal roles sports plays in the US, in Europe, in other markets, where it drives a significant industry, both in terms of live events, in terms of content, media rights, infrastructure, and related development. And we believe that sports can play that same role in Africa and go from being not just about recreation, but also about significant value creation.
What you've seen so far, Paxton, since you started the journey, what are your thoughts and how far do you think this can go?
The NBA brought a lot of best practices to the table. I should announce here today that the great Verdine White from the group Earth, Wind and Fire is now an investor as well in the Cape Town Tigers, a very good friend and big brother of mine.
Thank you. What are you respectively doing to make sure that the next class of Amadous and OC, what do you guys have in store?
We've been consistent, I think, in our approach. Always been about, replicating or creating opportunities for other young people. It's just, for me, opened my eyes in the power of sport to empower. It's a great tool. As we look at Africa, and I mentioned the Africa Rising narrative before, what was going to sustain it is to make sure that we invest in the young people. Invest in the young people, to equip them with tools, that they have a sense of responsibility to really build stuff, build, the continent using the incredible resources that we have.
I think for us, it's step by step. When I say us, I'm talking about the NFL. So for me right now, it's all about building that pipeline, getting people as many opportunities as possible from the sports, because there's many different ways that you can do charity. There are many different ways that you can do things, but for me, it's giving people the exact same opportunity that I had. And if we're able to do this, I think overall, you're going to see an exponential growth of opportunities in Africa.
Hey, if you liked today's story, press like, leave a comment, subscribe, come back for more stories from the founders and the funders, changing sports, tech, and entertainment from Africa to the rest of the world. We look forward to seeing you again soon.